Hey guys, wanted to make a really quick video, jump on YouTube and talk about tariffs, talk about what's going on, and provide actually some good news for Etsy sellers that what Trump is doing with transshipments that might actually help you with your business despite the tariffs, okay? There's a lot of fear going on with Etsy sellers that they have to buy more or they have to pay more to China because of the tariffs. Now, people say that China will be paying for it. It's not really always true. Sometimes this buyer who buys the inventory pays for it. And when you're selling on Etsy, your inventory or your profit margins might be smaller than people that are mass producing it because you're making it yourself and the time is money and all of that. So paying more for something really could devastate you, right? And so you're gonna be forced to raise your prices. And you in your mind think, okay, if I raise my prices, I'm not gonna get sales. Well, this is where the good news comes in. So Trump is doing something with trans tariffs. Now, whatever you believe about Trump, this is not a channel for it. I don't share my political opinions, and I think when it comes to business, it really doesn't matter. You just see what they're doing and you make the decisions, right? When you vote, that's where it matters, and that's where people decide. Once that happened, whatever he's doing, whoever's in power doing, that's what they're doing. We must adjust and adapt to what they're doing. It's just the way it works. So transshipments is essentially a method of shipping from one country to another where the boat doesn't go directly to America, right? So if you're buying something from China, you're putting it on a boat and it goes to America. And when it gets to America, the people that are accepting the shipment, they know this is from China and certain kind of tariffs are applied because this is that kind of country. But with transshipment, it's basically where the boat doesn't go directly to America, it goes to a different country, and then from that country, it goes into America. And so China, for the longest time, has taken advantage of this. We have this system where America tries to help underdeveloped countries, the third world countries, where they're trying to develop their economy. And so America charges no tariffs, and they say, hey, come and sell to our market, and let that help you guys to develop your country's economy. And so China comes in with the boat pretending to be a third world country, and they take advantage of this. And that's why you have websites like Temu, Wish, there's a few other apps. They sell ridiculously cheap, and you always want to wonder, why is it so cheap and how do they make money? Well, because they take advantage of the system. They pretend like they are a third world country. And so Trump is going to crack down on that, which means all of this cheap stuff that comes into America that is either sold on even Etsy or on all these other apps is going to either go away, or the prices will have to double, if not triple, on these apps, bringing the price closer to what we sell our product for. So now a customer has a demand. They can fulfill that demand on a cheap Chinese app, or they're gonna say, okay, I still need that product, and that China app is just as expensive as, say, Etsy. Well, I might as well go on Etsy and buy the product. So what this is gonna do is it's going to actually increase traffic to Etsy and increase sales, because now all of your competitors that you used to compete with that is brought in from China using this whole shipping system and a workaround are now going to have to go up in price. Now, sure, the tariffs are going to impact your COGS, especially if you manufacture your product here. It's not assembled in China, it's assembled here. Your COGS is not 100% with overseas. COGS is like, labor, all the tools that you might be using, and it might be some of the stuff that you're buying that made in America already. And for example, for me, only about 30% or 30 to 40% of my COGS is actually overseas, which means the 20 or 30% tariff is going to be applied to that 30. And plus, not all of that is bought from China. I buy a lot from Czech Republic. So the point is, for me, my COGS is gonna go up by $1 or $2. Which is, I could reflect that on my price or not, probably might go by $1 or maybe by 50 cents. But the point is, it's not as much as the China products that are coming in overseas. They're gonna have to 2x, if not 3x, their price, which means I'm gonna be very competitive with them. I might still be higher, but now if a consumer sees that it's only $2 cheaper to buy it from China, or from this Temu or Wish, and they already have a reputation of bad quality products, I might as well go and buy it from somebody that makes it here in America, or somebody that buys it or makes it by hand. And so what you're gonna have an influx of traffic coming to Etsy and Amazon. So even if you raise your prices to really adjust for the tariffs, just know that there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel where people are going to be now incentivized to now buy American-made goods or goods that are made on Etsy. And Etsy's, even though, yes, there's a lot of China products, which I think even those are going to start to go away because there's no incentive for people to drop ship products that cost so much to buy or so much to drop ship, where it doesn't even make sense to compete with people that make their stuff here in America. But you're going to start to see that competition go away or become much weaker because the only thing they had was price. They didn't have quality, they didn't have uniqueness, they just had price. And if that is taken away from them, guess what? Now we have an upper hand. So wanted to kind of give you guys some comfort during this time. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm curious to see your opinions, how much is going to impact you in the comments below this video. So, and if you also want to check out all the links below, if you want to do a one-on-one chat, if you want to be a seller of, I sell dog collars. If you want to be a seller on Etsy, I make all my stuff here in America. Guess what? It's the way I think the administration is wanting it to run. So make sure to check out that if you want to do a print-on-demand relationship. If you want to check out the course, no rock unturned, no stone unturned on everything that I know about Etsy. I've made over 200,000 sales on Etsy in my lifetime of selling on Etsy, and I've helped many different businesses, anywhere from 7 to 8 figure businesses, how to increase their sales, or somebody that's just starting to making their first 100, if not 1,000 sales on Etsy. So check out those links, and until next time, you guys have a good one.